So you going to bed when you get home? Because you were done max till about what, 10:30?
Yeah. So this is a bit late.
Oh shoot, you won't get home till 1:30 actually.
Yeah, 1:30. Just kind of watch a little bit of TV and get to bed.
Go to bed at like 2, right?
2 is the latest, yeah. I had to get up early to get a filling today at the dentist.
How did that go?
Oh, I hated it. I hated it.
Oh, don't even get me, Stacy, don't even get me started. No.
Because I haven't been to the dentist for a year because my other dentist I kind of got mad at them. So I was just mad for about a year, but also COVID, right?
That really screwed things up.
Yep, and so I kind of like had to get my teeth cleaned and they were like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, blah, blah, blah. And there's like, you gotta get this filling replaced, you gotta get this other tiny cavity. And I'm like, ugh.
I haven't had a cavity all my life.
Really?
Yeah. Hard to keep your plaque down though, that's stubborn.
Yeah. Well, you must just have good, like, there's people like you that have really good chemistry at the mouth. So, like, cavities, you just don't really form that much. But also, like, are you a really good brusher and flosser?
Yeah. Flossing I gotta work on a little more.
Do you, like, eat very much junk food?
I have my days, but I mean I try to limit that. But I'll be honest, I do have my days. Especially when this whole thing started when I was locked up in the house. I was really getting at her. We're having Christmas at my uncle's.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Are there very many of you guys in the family?
Well, even if there was, we can't invite them all.
Exactly.
Unless, yeah. Well, we're pushing the boundary a little bit. There's me, my dad, my grandma, Jamie, and my cousin Raleigh.
Oh, yeah.
So 5 of us. So, but I mean, at the same time, what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah.
My Uncle Jamie doesn't get out much anymore. What we gonna do, have Christmas at our place? I mean, we could, but you know, since all these new damn restrictions came in. So you took George home a bunch of times. He's a talker, eh?
Sure is, yeah.
Sometimes these girls don't like to run early in the morning. Sometimes they break down early in the morning. Then you gotta get a change off. Have you ever had to do that 4 a.m. shift before?
I have, and I don't like that at all.
Go to bed at like 8, you gotta get up at like 2.
Yeah, that's terrible. I don't know how people can do it. But
How far do you live from VP?
I'm in Cranston, so I'm about, I can get there in about 22 minutes.
Oh, then you would have to get up at 2 then.
Well, I would get up, if I had to work at 4, I'd get up at 3.
But if you wanted to have a shower, you would have to, you know.
Shower. I wouldn't shower for the morning work.
I do like at night. Like, that's mine. Then I want to go right back to bed if I do that. Sometimes when you're starting, say if you worked at 4 in the morning tomorrow, just for example, I'm still up.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
It seems like you and me run on much of the same schedule, especially this week, since you're late.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What time did you go off last week?
Last week, believe it or not, like that work started earlier and finished later. So
No, really?
I know, it's really dumb. I was done at like 20 after 11.
Whoa, that's not. You think you start start at 5:51 like you did, and then I would expect you to finish at like what, 11:58 something?
Yeah, but it was like, nope.
No, at like 12:30 actually, right?
Well, because last week it was, I think, I got paid for like 8 hours and 4 minutes. And this week, I'm actually only working for like 7 hours and 12. But I get paid for 7.5.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, I'd way rather, you know, obviously work.
Did you not get to the station to no, that was back at VP, right?
Yep.
So you weren't home till 1:42 in the morning about.
Yeah, yeah. Well, because that other key is 4.5 trips. You know, so you go out to Cranston like one more time kind of thing.
Yeah.
So your 4 trips and then you go to Cranston one more time. Whereas this one it's just Bridalwood, Cranston 4 times. That's it.
But with the last one, you did 1 trip each on your last leg.
Yeah.
What the heck? That's kind of. I would say, oh, I finished 20 minutes earlier. Because you still got to take the bus back, and with all the lights, that's a good half an hour.
Yeah, about that, yeah. But the thing about that work was you get that half hour of overtime every day.
George gets it.
Yeah, so that's like 10 hours and after overtime. And that can kind of add up after a while, you know, if you do that for a whole sign up.
You're starting at 18:11 for the rest of the week, right?
Yep.
Good. Hopefully your bus doesn't quit on you.
Yeah, hopefully. Looks like that fog is kind of gone, sort of.
It was like more like a patch.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's still there a bit, but
406, the big bus stays on for quite a while. Do you notice that?
yeah, a little bit. But I think at around what, maybe 8 o'clock it goes to shuttle.
Yeah. Not till 8 something.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, it's a pretty busy route when you think of it.
It
It's long though,
is.
too.
Yeah, I don't like it anymore. I used to not like it, but now I don't like it.
I like when it goes up on the highway though, you get extra highway time.
Yeah,
Have a little fun with the bus.
yeah.
Remember 7707? You gave her for me, eh?
That's right.
With these 7900s, you don't hear the motor as much. Imagine if they gave you a 7500 tomorrow, if they had a few left. You wouldn't like that. Guess what George called them? He's like, the only place where they belong is the garbage and scrapyard. Yeah. But you know what some of the drivers are saying about our 77s? I'm saying they're retiring soon, and they're like, yay, no more 77s eventually. I think they're a great bus. They're saying they should put them out of their misery. That's not very fair. They're as good as these. You like the 7600s at all? They were a little better. They're gone now, though. But a few of them ran this year on some routes during rush hour. This one's got a lot of pep. You probably remember the old Jimmies, eh? You got quite a few of them. Didn't you say they shut down on you if you overspeed on them, though?
Yeah, you gotta keep it under 90.
But George told me he had a bus 1156, and you won't believe this, it had no, what is it, not odometer, it had no indicator there.
Oh, really?
For this. He said it clocked out at 120.
No way.
He got to drive it when it was less than 6 months old, eh? Less than brand new, pretty much. Imagine if you bought a Jimmy that was still drivable and you surprised me with it. I got to go for a ride in it. I would take a picture of it and do some audio recording. One bus I wouldn't buy is a 7500. Unless I had a good Cummins motor, I could swap out to Detroit, right? And put a Cummins in it. I like a good old Detroit diesel, though. I got on a 7500 a bunch of times when I was young. This was way before I started YouTube. They always quit, or something was wrong with them. The ramp would get stuck, or the engine would quit, or the coolant would leak. George said they were bad in every which way. But I find some 7500s off the internet, take a picture of them, and do audio recording of them. Because I still like to have some footage of them. I wonder if you ever driven 7601. That's one of the first 96s, I believe. The first one. Your Bridlewood next. Thanks for taking me for a ride. You was wondering where I was. And then you told me you're doing Route 14. I'm like, well, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's pretty handy. If you already have some George.
Yeah. You're not too far from George, actually. My chair went back when you took off there. Yeah. A lot of torque from these buses. Oh, but George had 77.38 the other day. Could barely get, you could get it up the hill, but it was so slow on takeoff. Some of the buses are, I don't understand why. You're gonna get another load here. It's hard to believe how much mileage these buses get a year. How long did I ride with you? For a solid hour, it must be.
Like an hour and a half, hour and 45.
It doesn't feel like that. It feels like I just got on. He actually was just a minute late, eh?
Yeah.
6:12 I got on. Was he done for the day, I'm guessing, right? Because sometimes they're not done. They gotta do another route.
No, and our guy's like super senior.
He's like George.
Yeah, he doesn't look like it. Like, he looks pretty young, but I think he's like a 30-year guy at least.
George hit 40 years on November 24th.
Oh, yeah?
He's been working with transit since 1981.
That's crazy.
When did you start again?
Oh, like 2004.
Oh man, George was well broken in by then.
Exactly.
He was what, 23 years in when you started. They're still putting a big bus on 15 now.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. Like at like 3 o'clock. I guess they still have to.
Yeah, I guess.
Nice you got a 79 for a change today.
I'm happy with it.
My only 77 I rid on all day was 21.
Oh, yeah?
It was George. We just take Stony when we're parked at Bravowood today, not Heritage. One of my last buses of the day will probably be yours, eh?
Yeah.
I'll probably try to make her tomorrow as well. Yep. Thanks for giving me your starting point. And yeah, just email me your hours over the weekend. That's not an issue.
Yeah, I'll probably do it Monday morning, just because I don't like to think about work until I actually.
That's like me. That's like me.
I don't wanna.
Hey, that's like me with my YouTube.
Yeah, when you're not doing it, you're like, I don't want to think about it.
You know what? My YouTube's an awful grind, right? So I just, you know. It's actually not that busy there.
Not too bad, yeah, really.
Off the train, though, it might be different.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna let you out here so that.
Yeah.
Don't try to get on.
See ya.
Okay, see you.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Alright.
Most likely. Bye now. Yeah. Bye, Stace. She might get a crowd when people. Oh yeah. The few more definitely. Oh man. Oh geez, I gotta film how slow this thing is. There it goes. Talk about a good 45 seconds. Wow.